Good afternoon everyone, AnthWolf here, streaming live on Twitch once again. And our game of choice for the day is to play even more Final Fantasy XIV. So, let's log in with our level 60 Dragoon Leonhardt here, and where we last left off. Sir Emmerich, the bastard son of the Archbishop Fordhan VII, went to confront his father about the secrets that the Holy See for the past millennia has kept from the citizens of Ishgard. It didn't go as well as he hoped, but he was an idealist, and it seems the Archbishop and his Heavensward knights have used the same trick that Lady Iceheart Ysayle used in a way to empower themselves alike to the primals. And they escaped on an airship. Okay, we're going to be continuing the main storyline for now. We do have a few missions we can do. We're not going to worry about them so much. There's plenty of side missions in the various areas of Kurfis and in Dravania as well. We'll get to them eventually, but we'll do them as we so desire. I want to continue the main storyline for a little while longer and see where we get up to, really. Anyhows, in search of the Soyal, Lucy appears to have something to say. So the Archbishop was seen in the Sea of Clouds. I'm going to head back over there if possible and see what the situation is. To get over there, we may need to list the aid. Oh, there's Sid Garland once again. Don't want to be overly upsetting the Vanu tribes there, especially with their deity, their primal, assisting them. Seems Sid's eager to join us with the Enterprise there. He's probably been getting bored here in the manufactory. Into the blue. Alphino must see one last thing before he departs. Hey, Sid. Yeah, Lord Hortrifon did pass away, and the Count is understandably upset. Hell, even I was upset. Okay, looks like we're getting on board the Enterprise. Would you like to board the Enterprise? Yes, please. Let us be on our way to the Sea of Clouds once more. We do have a few things to do here as well. I think we have a letter for someone. Oh, we have a banner to give to someone, that's right.
To the northern reaches of the Sea of Clouds, where countless isles yet remained uncharted. In search of a mysterious land known as Azizlar, and the unmasked villain who sought to claim its secrets.
Azizlar. I'm going to try and remember that.
Oblivious to the new threat which followed in their wake, they came.
So I think we've arrived in a new section of the Sea of Clouds, the northernmost section, which we couldn't gain access to earlier. Which is good, because we have plenty of aether currents to interact with. Where are we on the map? Yes, okay. Awesome. And there's the Protector as well. Huh. And there's one not too far to the north either. Familiar faces. Alphino has a mind to start searching the blue window. Okay. Hey, Sid. Okay. So we need to watch out for Vanu scouts. And we need to search to see if we can find the Archbishop's presence. That looks interesting. Is that the Aetherite over there? I think it is. You search the skies for the Soel, but see nothing resembling the missing airship. Commence battle for familiar faces. If your level is above 59, it will be synced. Oh! Garleans! And the Garleans are also looking for the Archbishop. Interesting. Why are the Garleans looking for him as well?
Protect me!
How interesting. I was in the Imperials for a while. A Vanna who is not attacking us. Devourer of Worlds. Lanu Vanu would like very much for you to enjoy the hospitality of his village. Well, hopefully this doesn't go horribly wrong for us. This could be a trap, you know. But we can but find out. Like flying maggots. Ugh. Oh Christ. Speaking of flying maggots. There's a lot of Aether currents just all really like nearby. We already have 5 of them. 5 more to go, and then there's a few more via quests we can pick up as well. Interesting. So this is likely to be the Zundu village. Okay, Zundu. Is that the new Imperial airship that they were apparently building? Oh, the Bismarck. Why are the Imperials after it? So we have the Vundu and the Zundu. Again, 2 different factions of the same beast tribe. Not the same race of beast tribe anyway. It seems that they really don't like the white. They don't like Bismarck. Mind, if it's eating their islands, it's kind of understandable, I suppose. Why are the Imperials after the white, though? Well, we definitely need to pop our head south. Yeah, we need to hand over the battle standard. That's one of the quests to get us one of the Aether currents. There's bound to be 1 or 2 quests here with the Zundu as well, the Vanu tribe. Oh. Okay. Oh, I think I just saw it there. The Aether current. Okay, let's go meet this chief, son of Vanu. I see the Archbishop seeks the keys to Aziz's La. Somewhere not good, seemingly. The birthplace of sin. Oh. Bismarck just ate the island where the key was. Maybe that's why the Imperials are after it. Ah, I thought it was here. So there's 4 more Aether Currents after this one. A lot of land where they may be as well. Black and a white. Alphino has a familiar look in his eye, which can mean only one thing. He's going to volunteer us to go into danger once more. Kunu Valley, Keeper of Tales. I see, so he was literally a whale, but his brothers basically cast him down, killed him. and then he was reborn as Bismarck. He has some interesting stories. Also, the tale of the Vanu would tell it anyway. We know that the primals tend not to be actual deities, but some prayer, some desire of the faithful. Do you two need some time alone? Okay. Certainly a dangerous plan. I'm gonna use an island as bait. Bolt, chain, and island. Alphino loves it when a plan comes together. Okay, we need to ask the clan's permission to try and slay the beast. In addition, it looks like we may have 2 quests here. Will these actually give us the Aether currents we need? Yes, this one will. Flying the nest. Gunavanu wishes that he could choose his family. I know how that can be sometimes. Okay. We need to help one of the Sundu out with their rite of passage. So we're going to get an Aether Current quest. We have 4 we need. That's 1, 2, and 3. Are you going to give me the 4th? You are awesome. And then we just need the exploration Aether Currents and we can fly here. Perfect. Ganu Valley is looking around nervously with bloodshot eyes. Okay, we need to travel to the east. Which is okay, because we will need to we'll need to get some exploration Aether currents. Okay. So we'll speak to the chief in a moment. Let us go gather some gurgle grass and find Gunu Vanu. Daimyon's here? Holy hell. What the hell? Oh. Those are giant, like, tusks of some kind. So apparently, our target is normally sleeping under trees. Gained the Ava current already. Gunnar, we will help you with your rite of passage, but since you're letting me kind of off easy, we'll be back for you. You're gonna be a pain, aren't you? One to the southeast, probably on this island, perhaps. We only have 2 more exploration Aether currents to pick up, and we have the 3 quests to get the last ones. So after we pick up this one, there'll be 1 more Aether current to collect. So we need to grab the gurgle grass. The hell managed a bug population. I see. There is another beast tribe we can end up assisting here. You can probably guess who it is. Ooh, we have groundskeepers, which are kind of like stone golems once again. Oh. We have another entrance to another Vanu, I guess, tribe's village or territory. Yeah, we have Vundu here. Okay, that's all of the exploration Aether currents. Yes, it is. Awesome. So now we just need to do the quests. Grass and grass. Awesome. Venus flytraps. Okay, before we head back, we'll head over to Camp Cloudtop and hand over the battle stand, and then we'll teleport back to OK Zundu. You, good sir, I have something for you. Not something you particularly want. A frayed battle standard. The sigil on his pennon is so battle-worn that it is barely recognizable as that of House Halienheart. I see. He doesn't believe he's worthy of the battle standard. We should pass that over to Lady Laniette instead. Okay, fair enough. With the Heavensward expansion, I haven't really mentioned this before, but normally level 60 would have been the maximum or the cap for our leveling here, but of course we're now, with the Stormblood expansion, we can get up to level 70, I believe? I don't think you can get any higher right now. I guess we can double check later on. Hello again. There's some new quests now available. Well, as I say, we'll be back. We're unlocking more Aether currents, more flying potential, and then when we start burning through our duty roulettes, we'll have time to come back and do some of these side missions. Maybe not all of them, but we'll certainly learn more about the situations. So yeah, we have this gurgle grass. One of the many coniferous plants found growing in the Sea of Cloud's floating islets. Fortunately for you, this one seems content with dining on vilekin. Okay, so we just have one more quest to be able to fly in the Sea of Clouds. And that quest will come with the defeat of Bismarck. Let's see. So we just need to install some dragon killers onto one of the islands. And then hopefully we can bait it. I have a lot of fates around here. 57, 59. Bishmarking time. I remember some of the boss fates being quite tough around here. Saying that though, I was playing at the time as a ninja, so they would have been more tough than normal. We would have been just wearing kind of like leather armor. We are wearing better armor now as a dragoon, but again, we're not really as tanky as we were as our paladin. Our defense stat isn't as impressive. No. Ready to hunt the white whale. The Limitless Blue hard mode is now accessible. Here we go again. Give me just a moment. Let's read about this. Just reading about the various mechanics. Okay, compared to the extreme mode, this is not so bad. The extreme mode of the Limitless Blue is a pain in the butt, but we have managed it once before. We may manage it again in the future. Anyhows, the Limitless Blue. Inspiration often finds us in surprising ways. So it was that a casual mention of skyfishing helped Sid Garland conceive a plan to lure out Bismarck, the Lord of the Mists, by using the Enterprise to tow an island through the Sea of Clouds. After binding the beast with chains fired from dragon killers, he hopes you can engage it in the traditional fashion. Though the plan is somewhat sound in theory, there is no telling how effective it will be in practice. Nevertheless, the engineer has seen you through many dangerous situations in the past, so at least the odds are in his favour. Wow, average wait time 28 minutes. Well, I guess with a wait time laid out, you might as well go help some of the Vanu out, shall we? We might as well help Gundu Vanu out with his trials. Yeah, this is a party of 8. Of course, it is a hard difficulty trial, that's understandable. Growing pains. Gunuvanu seeks a helping hand in his rite of passage. Okay, we need to slay some particular creature. We will certainly give it an attempt. Fishmark is a good fight. It's similar to Titan in a way that it is the chance of falling to your death and not having a chance of being resurrected. So knockback skills are a real pain in the butt. We're doing all the work for you, aren't we? Gained its beak. Do you really think this will be a worthwhile proof that you're no longer a nestling? Sanahale beak. Proof that you defeated a terrifying Sanahale. Unless that is, you simply found this beak lying about in the grass. You didn't think it was going to be that easy, did you? Okay, Zundu's got talent. Gunuvanu has a mysterious glint in his eyes. Oh dear. Why are we dancing? I have no idea. Quick! Distract the Elder with our horrible dancing. Is that basically show us the dance of your people? How to say, it's a cooler dance than what we did. Gunuvanu, why don't you learn that dance? It seemed to make the Elder happy. If you had stuck around. Before we do that, let us do the Limitless Blue. Yeah, there's a tactic for the tanks here. DPS isn't quite there to destroy the carapace in one blow. Yeah, it looks like someone wasn't on the actual back of Bishmok. Island's integrity is not doing very well. There we go. Okay, stage 2. I'll beat before I could. That's fine. Hey, success! And so Bismarck was defeated. Hey, and thank you for the player commendation. Well, that certainly seems promising. It's like we're reunited with our fourth crystal.
War, light, beloved.
Heidelin?
Heidelin, all made. Darkness, light to none, known. Hark. Receiver, blessing, small.
I'll be taking this, thank you. Oh.
So falls the Lord of Mists, as did all others before him. How many times does this make, warrior of light? Ah, how much you have grown, far beyond the limits of mere mortals.
He has what we seek?
That he does. The key to Azizla and the secrets of Alag.
Oh, great. More of the Alag civilization. Oh!
I see you have regained the blessing of light, albeit at a fraction of its former strength.
My thanks to you, Asian. And to you as well, Warrior of Light, for saving us the effort of slaying Bismarck. Now that the key is within our grasp, the path to the heavens shall at last be laid bare.
It's like a compass. Oh, we're going to be getting you later. What you did the Horseshoe font.
By our our deeds shall the wrongs of antiquity be righted, and man reclaim the reins of history.
Now, what do the Asians get out of your claiming of history? Well, we can kind of expect that was going to happen. Okay, that's impressive. The Allag had a city in the sky of some description. We have the entirety of the Sea of Clouds. So, can we see? Is it here? I mean, I can't spot it, but it could be behind one of the islands here. Isla. A difference of opinion. Alphino seemed determined to put all thoughts of failure aside and turn his mind to the struggles ahead.
Wait, something is amiss.
Well, the atmosphere certainly changed. What the hell is this? Oh, Gallians. I was trying to identify them.
Imperial troops. And they have already secured the area.
Reveal yourselves at once! And there I was, expecting more beastmen. Who are you?
I thought Ishgardians responsible for the disappearance of our scouts, but I see now that I was mistaken.
No, that's a name I wasn't expecting. Yeah, your look of surprise, Alphino, sums up my thoughts as well.
Just as Wire observed. The Warrior of Light is wont to appear at the most inopportune times.
The Warrior of Light? He who bested Van Baelsar?
It would seem that the famous hero of Eorzea seeks Azizlar as well. Hardly unexpected. The secrets of the Allagan's power to bind icons to their will could scarcely fail to interest the scions of the Seventh Dawn. You know as well as we what will ensue should these insatiable creatures be allowed to roam free. That their very existence threatens the life of this star. We but disagree on the solution to the problem.
Genocide has ever been the Empire's favored recourse. And that is why we will continue to oppose your every attempt to claim Eorzea.
You do not hesitate to speak your mind, even when your every word could be your last. Alas, your sentiments betray the narrowness of your view. The fate of Eorzea and its inhabitants is of little concern next to the fate of the world. 'Tis my solemn charge as Emperor to bring the Icons to heel. If this requires the extermination of certain elements, then so be it.
No, don't! They are not his thralls!
Where did that come from?
Take cover!
Your Radiance, we must withdraw.
Is that? Oh. There is the second Imperial battleship. Alike to the Agrius.
We shall meet again, Warrior of Light. On that you have my word.
So Garlemald too has designs on Azizlar. But why would the Emperor himself elect to lead the expedition?
Probably because what they hope to find is worth that much. Well, if that's the case, what does both the Archbishop and the Emperor of Garlemald know that we don't? Well, we can tell Cid that we met the new Garlean Emperor. So now I have a wind-up Sid minion. One good turn. Judging from Sid's expression, he has news which he believes will please you.
I did not think that I would ever have occasion to pilot a suit of Magitech armor again. Least of all under these circumstances.
She's a Garlean? She is a Garlean. Huh.
My full name is Lucia Go Junius, and I was born a citizen of Garlemald.
Junius. That name is familiar. Did we just...
Ah, that explains it. When we first met in Ishgard, I very nearly called you Livia.
I was gonna say, the white armor was Livia's. Did we just kill her mother? Oh shit.
Livia? Livia Sas Junius? The tribunus who served under Gaius van Baelsar?
Oh fuck.
Aye, she was my sister.
Ah, sister.
Though we spent little time together. After our parents were killed in an uprising, we were sent to live in different households, setting us on separate paths.
Still maybe not ideal.
Livia felt at home on the battlefield and chose to become a soldier, while I underwent training to become a spy.
Then, Ishgard was...
My mission. It was believed that Allagan relics of great worth were stored in the vault, and I was sent to investigate. Though I was given little information at the time, I now suspect I was searching for the key we but recently lost. And then I met Sir Emmerich. 'Twas his usefulness to my mission which prompted me to approach him, but I soon found myself drawn to him for other reasons. He too was a prisoner of his past, judged for his heritage as a bastard son of the Archbishop. Yet unlike my sister and I, he did not curse his fate. He simply rose above it. In time, I came to realize that I had found a man worth following, and a new home besides. And when I subsequently confessed all to Sir Emmerich, he was good enough to accept me into his service.
I do not question your loyalty to Sir Emmerich. It is your loyalty to your sister which concerns me.
I have long been of the opinion that those who dwell in the past risk losing sight of their future. My sister fought for her convictions and for those she held dear. So do I. So must we all.
Well, I, for one, am happy to welcome a fellow Garlean to our merry band. Especially one who can make Magitech armor sing.
Chief, we should be getting close.
Once we break through those clouds, we'll be right where the light was pointing. Right where Azizlar should be.
Hold on, everyone!
It's strange that we haven't yet caught up with either the new Agrius or the Archbishop yet then.
Look! I think that's it! Chief, is that... Allagan? Aye. There's no mistaking their handiwork.
What was that?
Some sort of barrier.
She won't hold, Chief! She's breaking up!
I've lost the auxiliary propeller!
Sid, it's no use! We must return to Ishgard and find another way!
God damn it all! Why do the Allagans always have to make everything so bloody complicated?
Seems we may need to seek a key of our own. Well, hopefully the Enterprise didn't take too much damage. The faith that drives us. An engineering enterprise. Alphino appears relieved to be standing on solid ground once again. Explain the situation to everyone. Wondered if MF stood for something else. Sounded familiar as a three-company name. Would I be a bit nosy and have a quick look? Looks like we have a new quest here. Oh no, I think that was always there. Okay. Let us report to everyone the situation and see if there's any ideas that come up. Oh, Count Edmond.
In summary, the Isle owes its lofty position to the industry of the Allagans. And we can be all but certain that the Archbishop and his cronies are enjoying the view from its top.
I see.
If we are to join them, we will first need to pass through the Isle's etheric barrier, which is, alas, more powerful than most. Powerful enough to make a mess of a perfectly good airship at any rate. As far as I can gather, the barrier mechanism draws ether from the surrounding environment and polarizes its elemental aspect to produce what is, in effect, a wall of lightning.
It seems plain that without the Vanu's key, any attempt to reach the Isle will end in failure.
Alas, the key was careless enough to leave without us, and I don't think the Vanu keep a spare.
Master Garland, based on your experience, is there no other way that we might breach the barrier?
Well, in the past, we've beaten similar barriers by nullifying them with elemental converters. But the one we're up against this time dwarfs aught we've encountered before. The Enterprise simply isn't large enough to bear the requisite amount of crystals.
We do have to protect
I'm reminded
her.
of the quantity needed to nullify Leviathan's command of the sea. A veritable mountain of crystals that could only be borne by lashing 2 galleons together to form a twin vessel, scarcely able to propel itself, much less fly.
That said, we're not without options. If it isn't feasible to nullify the barrier, we might try piercing it.
How?
We create a ram of condensed ether and mount it on my ship. There's just one problem. I don't have the faintest idea how to build one. It's going to take a true authority in the field, I reckon.
Would that the Archons were still with us.
But yesterday evening, I chanced to find Mistress Tataru in unusually high spirits. Assuming I understood her excited ramblings correctly, she has acquired a clue, pointing to the whereabouts of one such individual.
An Archon? Truly?
Ha! Fortune favors the righteous, eh? Well then, let's not waste any time. While you go and look for our missing friend, I'll work on modifying the Enterprise. Her hull will need reinforcing to bear the punishment, not to mention a mount for the ram. Just you wait, my pretty. By the time I'm finished, you'll be an airship reborn.
He seems to get excited on having to rebuild and improve the Enterprise. Okay. So it seems Tataru may have information on one of our missing scions. That would be most fortuitous if possible. Ethereal Trail. Tataru is eager to share her progress in the search for the missing scions. Okay. Marshal Pippin wants us to go to the Hall of Flames to let us know what he discovered about the underground waterways that we used to escape Uldar earlier. Ah, Yurion J, it's been a while. Y'shtola's wand, yeah. How interesting. You surely used a somewhat illegal spell to enter the live stream to escape the waterways. I wonder if Thancred also escaped using her spell, or was it just for her alone? After all, they were together when I guess she used... I think she used Holy to drop the waterways on top of the Crystal Braves. Of course, Yurion J did mention it in her jump into the live stream. We don't know where she may have went. But hopefully we'll be able to track her. That seems to be our hope, that we can locate her passage. that is not a good sign, it seems. We're surmising that Y'shtola may still be trapped in the life stream, and if she remains there too long, her soul, I suppose you could say, will be absorbed fully. Since the Gridanians haven't mentioned seeing her, we can only assume she's still there. Lost in the life stream. Alphinaud is eager to petition the Elder Seedseer's aid in rescuing Y'shtola.
In requesting the Elemental's assistance to find Y'shtola, you must needs be aware of one difficulty. A difficulty born of the fundamental difference between man and Elemental.
That being?
In perceiving the world around him, man relies upon senses such as sight and sound. For the sake of convenience, he gives names to such things as are near or dear to him. Being formed of pure ether, however, such concepts are foreign to the Elementals. Instead, they perceive by observing the ebb and flow of the energies of life. So profound a division cannot be bridged with simple discourse. The Elementals' voices stir not the air, and thus reach not our ears, while our words are but wind to them. Though we seers can commune with them through feelings, naught that we can impart will serve to aid them in identifying Y'shtola. Nay, they must needs be presented with ether which is akin to hers. If you could but find a family member.
Oh! I know just the person! Y'shtola has a sister who came to live in Gridania. She told me about her once.
Oh, that is most fortunate indeed. Pray, seek this sister out then, and bring her to Evershade. There, we shall petition the Great One's aid in finding your lost companion.
We did not know Y'shtola had a sister. Seemingly they are here in Gridania, though. At least Tataru was aware of this. see. Oh. That's also very convenient. Her sister's name is very much alike to a name I actually used for my Mikote a long time ago. My first character was a female Mikote, and I went with a kind of a lore-friendly name known as Ymira Yolondo. And the name is very close. I actually still like that name. I might actually have to go take it back. If no one else has borrowed it since then. Oh. She's also a conjurer. Mikote practices are interesting to read about if you have the time. How their law works, how their clans work.
Let us begin. Raya O, Arun, if you would. Hearken to me, O great ones. Pray give yourselves to the life stream, a drifting soul to find.
Please, Y'shtola. Please come back to us.
There. Now!
And it seems they were successful. Of course. Do their best caterpillar impression with her.
A room has been readied at the roost. Pray, bear her thither at once. All that remains is to pray, my friends.
Tataru's surprise. Tataru needs you to fetch a few things, a few items for a crafting endeavor. Okay. Seems Tataru was preparing something for if Y'shtola was to return. We need to go to the Conjurer's Guild and the Leatherworkers Guild. Tataru came across some rare hides? Huh. Okay. I do like some of the Bard's armor. Not sure how it would fare with Leon, of course. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just personal taste. But for a Bard, really playing as a Bard, I prefer to play as a female avatar. Maybe that's just me, being honest. I think this the outfits are more aesthetically pleasing, I suppose is the best way to put it. Maybe I'm a pervert. Maybe. Okay, a specialist staff as well. What do we got? Oh, It's not even going to tell us. They've given us items bagged up and from brief hints. They're not going to mention anything. I see. Oh well, I guess we'll also be surprised.
You stole her! I'm so glad you're back!
Tataru. You are safe. Thank the 12.
Have her eyes always been that way?
Something has changed about you, Alphino. Or mayhap the change is with me. I seem to sense the ether around me more keenly than before.
I am pleased to see you well again. Do you feel strong enough to talk?
Worry not. I am well enough.
Tell us then, what befell you after you fled the feast? We were told that there had been a tunnel collapse.
That was my doing. I brought the tunnel down that you and Minfidia might escape. At the last moment, I invoked a teleportation magic, in hopes of spiriting Thancred away at least. Needless to say, it did not go quite as planned, and I found myself adrift in the life stream. The others? Where are they? Did they not escape?
They remain unaccounted for. You were the only one we have been able to find. I am truly sorry. It was the Crystal Braves who pursued you that day. My hubris that led to our undoing.
No apologies are necessary, Alphino. You are not to blame for what occurred. Know that were our comrades here, they would commend you for keeping the light of hope alive.
Don't worry. The others are alive and well, I'm sure of it. We just need to find them.
Indeed, Tataru. Let us find our friends and rebuild the Scions.
Ha! There is the Alphino I remember. And I feel much the better for his return. 'Tis time I arose.
That reminds me. I have a change of clothes for you. I don't like to boast, but I made them myself. I learned how to weave while we're in Ishgard, you see.
That was a non-too subtle hint to get the fuck out the room.
Tataru has apprised me of all that took place in the aftermath of the assassination plot. It would seem I have been away for some while.
Yes, much and more happened during your absence. At present, we seek to follow the Archbishop to Azisla.
And you want for some manner of etheric ram to pierce the floating isle's protective barrier?
We do. Might you be able to furnish us with one?
A means to prise open a hole in an Alagan barrier. And one large enough to admit an airship, no less. Nay, I lack the knowledge to devise such a weapon. But I know of one who could. A leading figure in the field of etheric research, and one of the finest scholars ever to grace Sharlayan. Matoya, my former master.
Oh. We were a bit too fast there. Onward, the Sharlayan. Yustola wishes to tell you more about her former master, Matoya. Oh? You know what? Sharlayan was probably more mentioned in the Final Fantasy prior to A Realm Reborn, and I think that Sharlayan was destroyed in the Calamity. But I never played the original game, so I did not realise that that's where it was situated. Or that it was probably a smoking crater. But it seems it's in the Dravanian hinterlands. So it is a homecoming for Alphino. And mayhap partially for Yustola as well. I like saying Yustola. Shh. I don't know why. It's just one of those names. I like Yustola. I think she is one of the poster. I want to say poster childs. One of the fan favorites of this series. Okay, so we need to head west from the Dravanian Forelands. And then we'll be heading further west once again into the hinterlands. And if you were quick there, or paused the video at a certain point, you will have seen a... what do you call it? An aephorite for the next town we shall be visiting. we are level 61. Okay. You know what? Yes. A great new nation. Y'shtola is ready to press on westward to the Dravanian hinterlands. And this is where we started getting the high quality level 58 gear. This is, according to the main scenario guide, a whole new series of quests. Arriving in Tailfeather and speaking to Y'shtola and Alphinaud here was the end of a series. But I would like to arrive in the next city prior to ending this stream. So let us continue just a little bit further. We would be passing through Naf territory if we hadn't unlocked the ability to fly already here. There's a few side missions we can do here. The reason I want to get to the next city is there are vendors I would like to use if possible. And there's a lot of side missions we could do prior to continuing the main storyline, so arriving in this city may be ideal for us. It would be a good place to pause the main storyline and look back on what we've done so far. We're not going to need a level 58 gear. We could always try and sell it on the market board, but the chances of actually someone purchasing it... maybe yes, maybe no. But there is a good possibility that we'll be able to get some new gear for ourselves. Okay. Into the hinterlands we go.
To the Thalaic River, where to the melted snows of Abelathia's spine eventually find their way by means of 1,000 silver streams. Whose waters have long nourished the Dravanian hinterlands, and so provided for a settlement of learned souls from across the northern seas. To the city of Sharlayan, that great seat of knowledge now abandoned by her keepers, they came.
So the Dravanian hinterlands is split into two sections. You have the east and the western shores. And some of the bridges have been destroyed that join them. Can't see it here right now. If I pull back, maybe. There we are. Not ideal. So yeah, there is a bridge, or there was meant to be a bridge here, which I believe has been destroyed. And of course there is a cliff face here where you can drop down onto to gain access to the eastern shore, but unfortunately you can't do like on the opposite. But we believe Matoya is over here somewhere. But again, oh, we're fighting level 58 mobs now. There's something of interest here. And of course, there are more aether currents. Now this is of interest. I will probably show it off at some point. So, how many aether currents are here in the hinterlands? Are there another 10 and 5? So it seems. And I guess the last area is indeed Aziz's Lair. You have a sort of Colosseum here. I would guess there is an aether current in here. We have goblins. Sometimes there's actually a boss fight in here. There's an aetherite in here. Huh. You know, this might have been a room that people who played the original Final Fantasy XIV know about. I honestly don't know. And this was one of those points where I was kind of skipping a lot of content back in the day. Which I admit is kind of a shame. There's another aether current. Ah. Looks like the goblins are there. Oh, that's a dead end. The goblins have taken up residence here. And they don't like neighbors. Scavengers. Is the path we need to follow. There is also a rather freaky type of enemy here. I mean, compared to what we've encountered so far, like the galley cats and such, you may not consider it so. I find it rather disconcerting. I think they're just up here and to the north, that way. So there is a small settlement here. We definitely will be returning here for one reason or another in the future, especially if we want to indulge ourselves in this situation. But that is for later. Oh, hello. So yeah, we need to go up to the structure to the north. The bridge here has been destroyed. Yeah. Tarantula hawks. Giant freaking wasps. Spiders that can fly. Delightful. The next nearest one is actually across the bridge. That being the case, let us go forth. Into Idleshire, or Idleshire. I like Idle. Kobolds. So the goblins have taken up residence. Will the vendors be here right now, or maybe we'll have to get further into the storyline before they appear? I guess we'll have to find that out. We want to be in here. Seems some of the vendors are around. We have our first level 60 quest. Ah, yes. So if we help the goblins and the treasure hunters, we will be welcomed as citizens. What is this lance? That is a lance, isn't it? No, it's not a lance. Do we have a lance? We do not. Not here, anyway. Okay. Okay, what does the gladiator weapon look like? Okay. So, this is where we'll take a break. We have a few quests already available to us. Before we end the stream, we have the Tombstone Exchange and the Primal Gear Exchange. Awesome. Can we buy things from you? Item level 230. It's actually worse than what we have. Interesting. The gear is rather fancy though. I used to wear a lot of... I'll show you in a moment. Where is it? There you go. The Torrent armor. I know it doesn't look like much, but this was the gear I wore prior to the Stormblood release. I was trying to get some of the Alexander armor. That we'll talk about in the future as well, no doubt. Do you have... what weapons do you have available? Special arms? Do you have... who has the weapons? You need a high-capacity tombstone. If you don't have the weapons, maybe... where do you get the can you get the Shire gear here? Sorry, I'm really excited now. We have the Slipstream Partisan. Okay, that's interesting. It has a bit of a glow to it. We have the Shire Halberd. Which I kind of like. I like the look at the I like halberds just as a general rule. That's item level 260. Sorry, I'm just having a quick look at the... I'm just having a quick skip through. Where do you get this Shire armor then? Ah, item level 260. Okay, this is what we wanted instead. This is better than the armor we're wearing. Not by much, but slightly. Okay, so you have the Shire armor, and you had the Shire weapon. What do we need? Tokens of scripture. Is that right? And the micro tombstone. How do you get those? The micro tombstone, that's easy. And was it law? It wasn't, it was scripture. How the hell did you get that then? Ah. I'll be taking this off your hands. So, now, before we continue the main storyline, I want a full set of Shire armor. Which is probably going to cost us... probably another 2,000 tombstones or poetics. What does the gladiator armor look like? Ah, fairly straightforward actually. Now to be fair, as soon as we get to level say 62, maybe 64, this armor again will become obsolete. What is the Alexander? I know the Gordian armor, item level 190. The armor is quite nice though. It's very, what's the term? Oh, I forgot what the term is. What's that to say, but steampunk. There you go, thank you. Steampunky. And that was item level 220. Okay. So we do want a full set of Shire gear before we proceed. Well, I do anyway, because I'm like that. So we're going to take a small break. And then when we come back, we're going to be endeavouring to do some of the level 50-60 dungeons and the main scenario at the very least. And in the meanwhile, we'll be doing some of the Immortal Flames hunting log so that we can rank up with and then we can buy actually a house somewhere. And we'll also be doing various side missions around Kerfis and around the Dravanian lands, as well as the Sea of Clouds as well, and the Churning Mists. There's a lot of side missions we can do while we're getting our next set of gear. And then we'll go, we'll be proceeding forwards. Before we end, is there a market board here. It does not seem to be one. Okay, fair enough. I wasn't too sure. I was going to see what item level the next armors we could buy as we level up would be. But, oh well. This has been AnthWolf. Thank you all for being watching on Twitch. I say thank you for your presence and obviously commentary or your lurking. I'll get this exported over to YouTube for anyone who may be following the series there. And as I say, when we come back, we're going to be doing a lot of side missions before we go try to find Y'shtola's master, Mataya, to see if they can build an etheric ram for the Enterprise. But yeah, we can just relax, have a chat, do a few dungeons, do a few trials, and see how things go. And that'll pass 4 or 5 hours, no doubt. Either way, I'll thank you all for watching once again, and I'll see you all for even more in the next stream or in the next video. Until then, no, bye bye now.